Are you eating what you believe is a healthy diet, yet your legs feel weaker, your balance feels less steady, and walking doesn't feel as effortless as it used to? Here's a surprising truth most people over 50 are never told. Leg weakness is rarely a getting older problem. It's almost always a nutrition and metabolism problem. And the earlier you address it, the more strength, independence, and longevity you preserve. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Your legs are not just muscles. They're metabolic engines. They are some of the largest insulin-sensitive tissues in your body. They regulate blood sugar, protect your joints, support your balance, and even influence how fast you age. After age 50, 3 silent changes accelerate leg decline. Muscle protein synthesis slows, blood flow to the lower body decreases, insulin resistance quietly increases. This is why many seniors can still walk, but feel unstable. They can climb stairs, but feel exhausted afterward. They stretch, but strength doesn't come back. And here's the mistake most people make. They focus on exercise alone, while ignoring the daily foods that determine whether leg muscle is rebuilt or broken down. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your leg muscles like a brick wall. Exercise provides the signal to build, but food provides the bricks, the mortar, and the workers. If you don't eat the right materials every single day, the wall slowly crumbles, no matter how much you train. What the research shows is that specific nutrients, not calories, determine leg strength, balance, and mobility after 50. And the good news? These are not exotic supplements or extreme diets. They're simple, affordable foods you can start eating today. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact daily foods that protect leg muscle after 50, how insulin, protein timing, and micronutrients control leg strength, why low appetite and light eating can quietly weaken your legs, and how to eat in a way that improves balance, stability, and confidence while walking. This isn't about bulking up. It's about staying strong enough to move freely, travel, play with grandchildren, and live independently without fear of falling. And if this topic matters to you or someone you love, consider subscribing. I post science-backed, practical content like this every day to help people age with strength and clarity. Now, before we dive into the specific foods, let me give you a clear roadmap of what we'll cover, so you understand exactly how each piece fits together. After 50, protein isn't just a part of your diet. It's the primary building block of leg strength. But here's what most people get wrong. They either eat too little, the wrong type, or at the wrong times. And without the right protein strategy, your muscles can slowly break down, even if you exercise regularly. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your leg muscles like a construction site. Protein is the raw material, the bricks and cement. Exercise is the signal to start building. If the bricks don't arrive when the workers are ready, construction slows, and your wall, your legs, become weaker over time. Research shows that after age 50, your body's ability to synthesize muscle protein decreases, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. In simple terms, your muscles need more protein per meal and at strategically timed intervals to actually grow or maintain strength. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults maintain more lean mass when they consume 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at each main meal, rather than saving most protein for dinner. Here's a practical science-backed approach. Breakfast, include 25 grams of protein. This could be Greek yogurt with chia seeds or eggs with smoked salmon. Starting the day with protein prevents muscle breakdown that occurs overnight. Lunch, another 25-30 grams. Think lean poultry, legumes, or tofu with a side of vegetables. This feeds your muscles during the daytime when you're most active. Dinner, again, 25-30 grams. Fish, chicken, or a high-protein plant-based meal. Evening protein supports overnight recovery. Tip, spread your protein evenly across meals. Skipping breakfast or relying only on dinner means your legs aren't getting the materials they need all day. Not all proteins are equal. High-quality proteins contain all essential amino acids, especially leucine, which triggers muscle-building pathways. Foods rich in leucine include eggs, dairy, chicken, fish, and soy. Even if you're vegetarian, combining legumes with grains can supply these amino acids. Another tool, consider a targeted protein snack after exercise. After walking, resistance training, or leg-focused movement, 15 to 20 grams of whey or plant-based protein within 30-60 minutes can enhance recovery and help rebuild leg muscles efficiently. If this is helpful so far, remember, these changes don't require fancy supplements or expensive powders. They require conscious timing, portioning, and selection of high-quality protein foods each day, consistently. Over weeks and months, this strategy preserves leg strength, improves balance, and reduces the risk of falls. In short, think of your legs as engines. Protein is the fuel. Without the right fuel, the engine sputters. With it, your legs stay strong, responsive, and steady well into your 60s and beyond. Here's what's often misunderstood. Insulin isn't just a blood sugar hormone. It's one of the most important regulators of muscle repair and leg strength, especially after 50. Many people think insulin is the enemy, but in reality, it's a key signal telling your muscles to take up nutrients and grow stronger. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your leg muscles as a sponge. After you eat, insulin acts like the hand squeezing that sponge into your muscles. If insulin signaling works properly, the sponge soaks up nutrients, amino acids from protein, glucose for energy, and minerals for repair. If insulin signaling is impaired, your sponge remains dry and your muscles can't rebuild efficiently, even if you're eating enough protein. Here's what's really going on inside your body. After age 50, insulin resistance naturally increases, often silently. This means that your leg muscles respond less effectively to insulin, so nutrient uptake slows. Over time, this contributes to sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and can make your legs feel weaker, wobbly, or fatigued after short activity. What the research shows is that improving insulin sensitivity isn't just about weight management. It directly affects muscle protein synthesis. A study published in Diabetes Care demonstrated that older adults who improved insulin sensitivity through dietary strategies and exercise had better leg strength and functional mobility than those who didn't. So, what can you do? Here's a science-backed protocol. Pair protein with low glycemic carbs. Combine protein with vegetables, legumes, or small amounts of low glycemic fruit. This prevents blood sugar spikes and keeps insulin signaling efficient for muscle uptake. Time carbs around activity. Eating carbs after walking, resistance training, or leg exercises enhances insulin-mediated nutrient delivery to muscles. Think of it as delivering bricks to your construction site right when the builders are ready. Include healthy fats, monounsaturated and omega-3 fats, olive oil, avocado, salmon. Improve insulin signaling and circulation in your legs, reducing inflammation that can impede strength. Intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. Evidence shows that giving your insulin a break between meals can enhance insulin sensitivity, which makes your muscles more receptive to protein and nutrients when you do eat. Exercise strategically. Resistance training and even brisk walking increase insulin sensitivity locally in leg muscles for hours after activity. Even 20-30 minutes daily makes a measurable difference. Here's a practical tip. After a morning walk, have a protein plus complex carb snack like Greek yogurt with berries and chia seeds. This timing maximizes nutrient delivery directly to your leg muscles, supporting strength, recovery, and stability. The key takeaway: improving insulin sensitivity is not about restriction or dieting. It's about coordinating what you eat with your body's natural metabolic rhythms. When you do this, your muscles absorb nutrients efficiently, your legs stay strong, and your risk of falls decreases. And just like with protein, these are simple, repeatable habits. Over time, they accumulate into significant improvements in leg strength, endurance, and confidence while moving. When most people think about strong legs, they focus on protein or exercise. But here's a surprising truth. Without the right micronutrients, your muscles can't function, recover, or contract efficiently, no matter how much protein you eat. Vitamins and minerals act as the spark plugs and cofactors that drive energy production, nerve signaling, and muscle contraction. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your leg muscles like a car engine. Protein is the fuel, exercise is the ignition, but micronutrients are the oil, spark plugs, and transmission fluid. Without them, your engine struggles, wears down faster, and eventually fails to deliver power when you need it most. After 50, deficiencies in key micronutrients become surprisingly common and directly affect leg strength. Vitamin D, vital for muscle contraction, bone health, and balance. Low levels are linked to weaker leg muscles and higher fall risk. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults with sufficient vitamin D were 20–30% less likely to experience mobility decline. Sources: sunlight, fatty fish, fortified dairy, or supplements if necessary. Magnesium supports nerve transmission, muscle relaxation, and energy production in mitochondria. Without magnesium, muscles can cramp, fatigue, and lose coordination. Sources: leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and legumes. Vitamin B12, essential for nerve health. Deficiency can cause tingling, numbness, and balance issues that make legs feel unsteady. Sources: meat, fish, eggs, or fortified plant-based foods. Iron, key for oxygen delivery to muscles. Low iron means your leg muscles fatigue quickly even during everyday activity. Sources: red meat, lentils, spinach, or a well-formulated supplement if needed. Antioxidants, vitamin C, vitamin E, selenium, reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in muscles and joints, helping your legs recover faster after movement. Sources: berries, citrus, nuts, and vegetables. Zinc plays a role in muscle repair and hormone regulation, including testosterone, which supports muscle maintenance in both men and women. Sources: seafood, pumpkin seeds, and legumes. Here's a practical approach to get these micronutrients daily. Eat a rainbow of vegetables and fruits at every meal for antioxidants and minerals. Include at least one high-quality protein source rich in B12 and zinc with lunch or dinner. Incorporate magnesium-rich foods like almonds, pumpkin seeds, or spinach in snacks or salads. Get safe sun exposure or supplement vitamin D, especially in winter months. Monitor iron and B12 levels with your doctor if you experience fatigue, numbness, or leg weakness. The key insight is this: micronutrients don't just prevent deficiency diseases, they actively drive the biochemical machinery that powers strong, stable legs. Even subtle insufficiencies can reduce energy, impair balance, and make ordinary walking feel more challenging. If this is useful, remember that building strength isn't just about what you lift or how often you move. It's about giving your muscles the exact vitamins and minerals they need every single day. Small daily adjustments in diet can have an outsized impact on leg function, balance, and confidence over time. Most people think fats are something to avoid if they want to stay lean or strong, but here's the truth. Healthy fats are essential for leg strength, joint function, and recovery after 50. Without the right fats, your muscles don't get the blood flow, cellular energy, or anti-inflammatory support they need. Let me break this down with a simple analogy. Imagine your legs are a garden. Protein is the seeds. Exercise is the gardener, but healthy fats are the water and nutrients in the soil. Without them, the seeds won't grow properly, even if the gardener is diligent. Here's what's really happening inside your body. After 50, inflammation tends to increase in muscles and joints. Blood vessels can become stiffer, circulation slows, and muscles repair more slowly. Research shows that omega-3 fatty acids and monounsaturated fats improve blood flow, reduce inflammation, and enhance the delivery of nutrients directly to leg muscles. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that omega-3 supplementation in older adults increased muscle protein synthesis and strength gains after resistance training. Here's how to use this practically. Include omega-3s daily. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, or plant-based sources like chia, flax, and walnuts. Even 2 to 3 servings per week can make a measurable difference in leg strength and recovery. Use monounsaturated fats. Olive oil, avocado, and nuts help maintain healthy blood vessels, which is critical for delivering oxygen and nutrients to working muscles. Balance fats with carbs and protein. Combining fats with protein and low glycemic carbs slows digestion slightly, preventing insulin spikes and supporting sustained energy for your legs throughout the day. Consider anti-inflammatory herbs and spices. Turmeric, ginger, and garlic support vascular health and reduce oxidative stress in leg tissues. Think of them as fertilizer that keeps your garden thriving. Here's a practical daily protocol. Breakfast, add chia seeds to Greek yogurt or blend flax seeds into a smoothie. Lunch, drizzle olive oil on salads and include avocado or nuts. Dinner, eat fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week. By consistently including these fats, your leg muscles receive better blood flow, recover faster after activity, and maintain strength. Even subtle improvements in circulation can translate to fewer cramps, more stability, and reduced joint discomfort. And here's the big takeaway. Fats are not the enemy. They are the delivery system that helps your muscles get the nutrients they need and reduces inflammation that could otherwise weaken your legs over time. If this is helpful so far, consider noting how you include omega-3s and monounsaturated fats in your meals each day. Small daily habits compound into meaningful strength and stability gains. When we think of strong legs, most people picture muscles. But here's the critical point. Muscles alone can't keep you upright if your bones and joints aren't strong and resilient. After 50, your bones naturally lose density, cartilage thins, and joint ligaments become less flexible. Without addressing this, even the strongest muscles can't prevent instability or falls. Let me explain with a simple analogy. Think of your legs as a suspension bridge. The muscles are the cables that pull and stabilize, but the bones are the pillars and the joints are the hinges. Even if the cables are strong, if the pillars weaken or the hinges are brittle, the bridge wobbles. That's why bone and joint health is essential for steady, confident movement. Here's what the research shows. Adequate intake of calcium, vitamin K2, collagen, and other supportive nutrients improves leg stability, reduces fracture risk, and supports mobility. A study in Osteoporosis International found that older adults supplementing with collagen peptides plus resistance training had significantly better muscle strength and joint comfort compared with exercise alone. Here's a practical breakdown for daily support. Calcium, vital for bone density. Aim for 1,200 millimoles per day from dairy, fortified plant-based alternatives, or leafy greens. Vitamin K2 directs calcium into bones instead of arteries. Sources include fermented foods, natto, or supplements if dietary intake is low. Collagen or gelatin provides the building blocks for cartilage, tendons, and ligaments. Include bone broth, collagen peptides, or gelatin-rich recipes a few times per week. Vitamin D, essential for calcium absorption and bone metabolism. Safe sun exposure or supplementation ensures your legs get the support they need. Weight-bearing and resistance exercises. Walking, squats, lunges, and light resistance bands help stimulate bone remodeling and joint strength. Even short daily sessions improve leg stability over time. Anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Excess chronic inflammation accelerates cartilage breakdown. Include omega-3 fats, colorful vegetables, and herbs like turmeric to maintain joint flexibility and reduce discomfort. Here's a simple daily routine to reinforce leg stability. Morning, 10-15 minutes of light resistance or bodyweight exercises. Meals include calcium-rich foods with vitamin K2 and rotate in collagen or bone broth. Movement. Take short walks multiple times per day to stimulate bone and joint health while promoting circulation. Remember, strong legs aren't just about muscle mass. The coordination of bones, joints, and muscles determines whether you move confidently or wobble with each step. By giving your legs the right nutrients and movement support, you not only maintain strength, but reduce the risk of falls, fractures, and long-term disability. And if this is resonating, consider how small adjustments, adding collagen, supporting your bones, or doing short resistance exercises can transform your mobility over months. Small, consistent steps compound into lasting leg stability. Even if you're eating the right protein, micronutrients, healthy fats, and supporting your bones, there's one last piece of the puzzle. Lifestyle habits determine whether all that nutrition actually translates into strong, steady legs. After 50, poor sleep, chronic stress, and inactivity silently sabotage muscle maintenance and balance. Let me explain with a simple analogy. Think of your legs as a smartphone. Nutrition provides the battery, exercise is the processor, but lifestyle habits are the operating system. No matter how powerful the battery or processor is, a malfunctioning operating system prevents everything from working efficiently. Here's what the research shows. Sleep, muscle repair, and growth occur primarily during deep sleep stages. Growth hormone, which supports protein synthesis in muscles, peaks at night. A study in Sleep Medicine Reviews found that older adults getting fewer than 7 hours of sleep per night had reduced leg strength and slower reaction times. Stress management. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which promotes muscle breakdown, increases inflammation, and reduces insulin sensitivity. Even small daily stressors can compound into significant loss of leg strength over months. Mindfulness, breathing exercises, or short walks in nature can lower cortisol and protect your muscles. Movement patterns. Sedentary behavior accelerates muscle loss. Even light, frequent activity, standing, walking, or gentle squats, improves circulation, stimulates muscle fibers, and supports insulin sensitivity. Research in the journals of gerontology shows that frequent light activity throughout the day can preserve leg function better than one single workout. Posture and balance practice. Simple practices like single leg stands, heel-to-toe walking, or Tai Chi enhance coordination and prevent falls. These small exercises reinforce the neural pathways controlling leg stability. Here's a simple daily protocol to amplify nutrition for leg strength. Morning, 20-30 minutes of light movement or resistance exercise. Throughout the day, stand and move every 45 to 60 minutes to keep blood flowing and muscles active. Evening, practice 5 to 10 minutes of balance work or gentle stretching and create a sleep-friendly environment. Dark, cool room, no screens before bed. Stress breaks, short breathing exercises or mindfulness sessions 2 to 3 times daily to reduce cortisol and improve recovery. When you combine these lifestyle habits with proper protein, fats, micronutrients, and bone support, your legs operate at their full potential. Muscles rebuild more efficiently, joints move more fluidly, and balance improves, all while reducing the risk of falls and fatigue. The key insight: nutrition is necessary, but not sufficient. Lifestyle habits act as the multiplier. Without them, even the best diet can underdeliver. But when aligned, they create a feedback loop where strong muscles, healthy bones, stable joints, and balanced metabolism reinforce each other. If this is resonating, take a moment to notice one small habit you can implement today. A 10-minute walk, an extra serving of vegetables, or a brief balance exercise. Over time, these habits compound into measurable improvements in leg strength, stability, and confidence. Let's pull all of this together. Today we've explored why strong, steady legs after 50 aren't just about exercise. They're about a complete system of nutrition, metabolism, and lifestyle. Your legs are engines, sponges, and bridges all at once. They need protein as fuel, micronutrients as spark plugs, healthy fats as circulation and anti-inflammatory support, and strong bones and joints as the pillars holding everything together. Here's what you can take away and apply immediately. Protein matters. Timing and quality are key. Eat 25-30 grams of high-quality protein at each meal. Spread it across the day to overcome age-related anabolic resistance and keep your leg muscles strong. Insulin sensitivity drives muscle repair. Pair protein with low glycemic carbs, move after meals, and manage blood sugar to ensure your muscles receive nutrients efficiently. Micronutrients are the hidden drivers. Vitamins D, B12, magnesium, calcium, and antioxidants support muscle contraction, energy production, and balance. Don't overlook these small but essential components. Healthy fats support blood flow and recovery. Omega-3s and monounsaturated fats improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and help your muscles recover faster. Bones and joints are your foundation. Calcium, vitamin K2, collagen, and weight-bearing exercises protect your structural stability, preventing falls and keeping movement confident. Lifestyle habits amplify everything else. Sleep, stress management, frequent movement, and balanced training multiply the benefits of nutrition and exercise. Neglecting these undermines the gains you're working for. The science is clear. By combining these strategies, you're not just preserving leg strength, you're enhancing mobility, confidence, energy, and longevity. Even subtle, consistent daily actions accumulate into meaningful improvements in how you move, feel, and live independently. So here's my challenge for you. Pick just one change today. Maybe it's adding a high-quality protein to breakfast, including a portion of salmon for healthy fats, or doing a 5-minute balance exercise. Track how your legs feel over the next week. Notice your energy, stability, and endurance. Small, repeatable habits compound into real results. Finally, if this video added value and gave you practical tools to protect your legs, I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. Join a community of viewers who are committed to aging stronger, moving better, and optimizing their health naturally, every single day. Your legs are not just parts of your body. They're your foundation for independence, confidence, and freedom. Take the steps today to protect them, feed them, and strengthen them. Your future self will thank you.